you better kiss my ring. Welcome to the future, Marty McFly. Hello, hello, holla, hey, bye bye. So brand new, so fresh and clean. Nothing better, not better than me. Stronger, faster, shiny too. Here and now and made for you. Walk into the room, gonna make your bang go boom. When I'm like, hey, hi, hello, hey, hi, hello, hey, hi, hello.
Hey guys, welcome to Digit.in, and in my hands right now I have on the left the iPhone 6s and on the right is the iPhone 6s Plus. And the 6s Plus right now is updated to iOS 10, whereas we haven't yet updated the iPhone 6s on the left here to iOS 10. So we thought we'd quickly run you through some of the features that are on iOS 10 and how they differ. So of course the first and the most unique one, which we think is pretty good, but it has been on Android for a while, is the fact that the display wakes up when you lift the phone. So just for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm just going to put the phones down right now like this and just bring them back up. And as you can see, when I'm bringing it up, the display on the iPhone 6s Plus came on its own to reveal the lock screen, whereas this one stays locked, which again, when I click on it, is that when it reveals the display. So that is one feature that is there. Once again, as you can see, the display is gone off. I'm going to put it down, and when I bring it back up, the display on the 6s Plus comes on because of iOS 10. Another thing that you will notice, which, oops, it happened again, is the fact that the way the notifications are displayed on the display on the 6s Plus. And another thing you will see is how differently the notifications are displayed on the 6s Plus when compared to the iPhone 6s. Another thing which could not happen on the iPhone in iOS 9 was the ability to use 3D touch when the lock screen was locked, and the ability to reply. So I'm just going to quickly show you that on the right through iOS 10, I can actually just 3D touch the display and reply to a message from the comfort of the lock screen. So that's just one quick example of how 3D touch has been enabled. Also, as you can see, the way the notifications are displayed is a little different. Now again, just for the purpose of this demo, I'm just going to clear the notifications and show you guys another thing where it says press the home button to unlock. Whereas now if you see, if I just tap the home button, the phone isn't going to unlock anymore. But on iOS 9, if you just tap the home button, the phone would unlock. So you actually have to press the home button. This is subjective if you like it or not. I really like it because I sometimes tap the home button by accident, even though I don't want to unlock the phone. And on iOS 9, I thought that was a bit annoying, considering I would just tap the home button and the phone would get unlocked. Now I have to press the button. We think the press the button to unlock is something more to do with the new iPhones, the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus, because of the taptic engine in the home button, which is not a physical button. But nonetheless, for the older iPhones with Touch ID, it's better to have the press option. Another feature we'd like to show you in iOS 10 is the ability to customize the widgets. Now, as you can see, we have seen Google now on Android for a while, giving you custom notifications and widgets in the Google Now menu. But when you swipe in iOS 10, you get your upcoming events, you get the date and the day in a very nice big text. The text is really big. Now, some of the Digit guys here don't like the big text. I personally like it. Your most used apps are now called Siri app suggestions. So you can see the apps that I've used the most, and you have your news updates coming in. You can show less, show more. You have the weather, you have maps, you have calendar events, you have reminders, and you have the ability to not only edit the widgets, or you have the ability to add more widgets as well, which is something that's really cool. Because if you see iOS 9 out here, you have Siri suggestions with your contacts and your apps. You have the news, but that's about it. You have very little else that you can do on the page when you swipe to the right. So it's really nice to see the fact that iOS has caught up with Android in this matter, and it's of course going to be nifty for those of you that want a bunch of widgets at your disposal. You can interact with the notifications directly from the widgets. You can interact with the widgets directly from here. For example, if you want to see less of the weather, you can just show less, show more. It's kind of nifty. It's something we've seen on Android for a while now, but it's nice to see it on iOS. Now another thing which I'm actually just going to show you one at a time is how messages appear on iOS. Now this is the old message composition page that you had, but if on the other phone, if I can just open messages and open the compose message, you can see that apart from the camera icon, there are a bunch of new icons. So the traditional keyboard layout is something that what you've seen, but now you have the ability to have, of course, different kinds of attachments. So I'm just going to quickly show you one of these now. Let's just say I want to send a message to one person, and I can actually have these very cool digital touch icons coming in. So I can draw with my fingers, I can draw with two fingers, I can share certain emojis, which is like a heartbeat if I just tap one. So let's actually just quickly try that and just give a double tap and send something, or send a longer message with one of these features. So it's really nice. You can also have the ability to write stuff, so I can actually expand upon this and write something and be like digit, let's say, and there we go. So it's a new way of sending messages. You have a larger variety of options, where as far as iMessage is concerned, with your GIFs or your images, let's just send one more, and there you go. You're going to actually send this GIF, and you can add a particular message to it. So iMessage has evolved a little over just the standard messaging, something that we have seen on third-party messaging apps, but it's nice to see this natively in iOS 10. Now another change that has come to iOS 10 is with Apple Music. So I'm just going to open Apple Music on both the devices out here, and as you can see, the icons are a lot bigger. So even if I play a track on Apple Music out here, the layout might seem to be the same, but I have a few more options. Like as you can see, the options of shuffle and repeat are gone. I can actually add music from here, and I have to click on the icons here to get those features coming. So iOS has been redesigned a little bit when it comes to Apple Music as well, and you also have the ability to have lyrics now. So if you're someone that likes singing along with your music, you have that as well. Now another thing that a lot of people don't like is the way Apple has redesigned the interface, at least here at Digit. Some of them don't like the new redesign of the bigger text and the more bigger appeal to all the icons. They think it was better when it was smaller. I personally like the bigger text. That's also because I have a really high number and I'm partially blind without my glasses. So the bigger the text on a phone, the better it is for me. So that's actually going to be a subjective change. It will take a little bit of getting used to for some, for the new interface of how it is, whether you love the track, you dislike the track, the options you have has changed a little bit. So that is something you guys will see different in iOS 10. So another thing that we would like to show you is the ability to get rid of native apps. Now it isn't, now we aren't really sure if these apps genuinely get deleted from the system or just are hidden and you get some amount of free storage, but we are just quickly going to show you what that looks like. When you long press, you will see I cannot delete the iTunes store from iOS 9, but I can delete it from iOS 10. Similarly for apps like Notes, and even for something like Reminder and Stocks. As you can see on the right on iOS 10, I have the option to delete these, but I don't have the option to delete them on the left, which is iOS 9. Of course, some apps like the camera, photos and clock are not deletable even on iOS 10, which is fine, but it's good to see that Apple Music can also be deleted from iOS 10 if you're someone that has a third-party subscription and doesn't want Apple Music to be around. Another new addition to iOS 10 is this little icon called Home, which is of course not there on iOS 9. So I'm quickly just going to get rid of that phone and show you what Home is. Home is essentially for all those of you that have a smart home and would like the ability to control all your smart home features from the comfort of your iOS device, be it even your Apple TV and also your iPad. Of course, we don't have that many smart devices in office right now, but we would definitely like to give this feature a go once we can. Of course, the ability to control the accessories from your smartphone will be great. Something as simple as switching off the lights, because in India the switch is still physical, and if it's far away from your bed and if you're living with someone, you're going to have a fight about who's going to switch off the light. This can solve those fights, but unfortunately we don't have such smart home gadgets right now for compatibility testing, but if we do, we will definitely get that to you as well. So there you have it, guys. That was our quick look at the software update, iOS 10.0.1 on the right here on the iPhone 6s Plus, whereas on the left, as you can see, we are still waiting to download iOS 10. We're running iOS 9 on the iPhone 6s out here, and this was our video showing you the differences between the two operating systems. As always, you can let us know what you thought of this video in the comment section below. If you liked it, you can hit the like button, and for more videos like this one, you can subscribe to the Digit YouTube channel. We'll catch you in another video.